What disqualifies an individual from being appointed as a notary public in New York State as outlined in the Appointment and Qualifications section? So let's have a look at that Appointment and Qualifications section found in the Executive Law part of the Notary Public License Law, particularly Part 130. And if we go down towards the bottom of this excerpt, it says, "No person shall be appointed as a notary public under this article who has been convicted in this state or any other territory of a crime unless the Secretary makes a finding in conformance with all applicable statutory requirements, including those contained in Article 23A of the Correction Law, that such convictions do not constitute a bar to appointment." So with this in mind, let's have a look at our four choices to determine the solution. Choice A states, being convicted of a crime with exceptions. Well, that aligns with what we just read from before. Again, the exception being under Article 23A, etc. But before we mark this as the correct solution, let's have a look at the other three choices just to be certain. Choice B states, not having a permanent residence in New York State. This is incorrect because, as it happens, even if a person is not a resident of New York State, if the person has an office or place of business in New York State, that would allow that person to qualify as well, and therefore choice B is not the correct solution. Incidentally, that's also found in Part 130 of the Executive Law. I didn't excerpt it, but if you look at 130, you will see that stated in the law. Choice C states lack of a college degree. There is no such requirement for appointment in the law, and therefore choice C is not the correct solution. And finally, choice D states inability to speak English fluently. This is not stated in the law, particularly under the section on appointment and qualifications, and therefore choice D is not the correct solution, which indeed leaves choice A, being convicted of a crime with exceptions, as the correct solution.